Welcome to Two Psychics. This is Michael Edley, Evidential medium and mystic, discussing all things spiritual.
Hello, I'm Mary Amy of Two Psychics, an intuitive wisdom coach, tapping into your mystical life and sharing messages I receive about you.
Welcome, everyone. Pleasure to have you with us tonight. Michael Edley, part of Two Psychics podcast, and there is my fabulous co-host, Mary Amy. Good evening, Mary.
Hi. How is everyone tonight? Welcome. Here we are. It's December 11th. It's the last episode of the year for us, and it's episode 77. It's all about psychic messages, psychic readings, and we've invited our audience and our listeners to join us here tonight. Let's see who shows up. How have you been, Michael? You're going the goatee back.
Growing it back in again. You know, I'm getting into my winter, I guess my winter solstice look. I want to be warm, and I want to, just be wrapped up in some blankets and some warm clothing. Here on the Jersey Shore, we've had like 20, I think it's like 22 degrees today, 23 degrees. The wind chill is dropping it down to, like 15 degrees. So I'm ready for summer again. No, I do like this time of year. I think it's kind of a rebirth. We're going into that new year, and what I always like to say is it's a great opportunity to preemptively start calculating what you want to do, where you want to be in this next year, and absolutely start. If you haven't set those goals already, definitely look to the future and try to attain some of the goals you're looking to do, whether that be eat better health, better work environment, better relationships, whatever that is for you. I think consciously make a plan and work towards that plan, even if it's small incremental steps.
100%. It's funny because I've been doing this part-time job, and I've been working with clients. I have this Saturday, Sunday. I have an event coming up. If you want to join me in Pelham Manor, I'm doing psychic readings, if everyone can see. And I have a new lease on life, because something that I was working on in the past is coming forward again. And I'm gonna finish the book, and then I'm gonna go back to doing what I used to do. So I'm excited. I didn't know that it was possible, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to do this podcast. Our European tour is coming up. I'm excited about that. Now the weather, that's a whole other story, because it's so cold sometimes that I can't take my jacket off inside. I don't know. I'm too cold at night, and I go outside, and I thought I had the winter fixed, but I don't. So I don't know. I've just got to take a lot of hot showers.
I think I've lost my tolerance for really cold weather. There was a point in time where I would be able to handle, that winter chill. But now I just want to be warm. I want to be warm and cozy. And it's funny because I still have the temperature in my house set pretty cool. It's from, when I had my Bernese Mountain Dogs. Unfortunately, Finn and Molly had passed away this last year. And it's funny, when winter kicked in, that's the one very bizarre thing is I keep on going back to, oh, wow, my dogs, I'll be able to go out and walk in the snow, or the cold weather's here. And I had an enjoyment, I think, for the cold weather because of them, and having Bernese Mountain Dogs, they love the cold. And it's weird just not having them and having my routines and my winter routines. They would always start, and I would always have a different routine happen this time of year. And it's just weird not having that routine. It's very bizarre, but I had to turn my heat up. I would literally keep the temperature in my house it would be like 63, 64 degrees all the time for my dogs, because if it would go over 65, they would just start panting, and they would hate it. So I would keep the house pretty cold. My wife would hate it, but we did it for the dogs. And it's funny because now I can keep my house pretty warm. I still I want to be conscious of, not wasting energy or anything, but I can keep the house a lot warmer and, not worry about the dogs. And it's just been a bizarre realization for me, and it's been kind of a surreal thing of the first time now in, wow, I think it's like 20, 21, 22 years that I haven't had dogs in the house. So it's been a weird, surreal, kind of somber going into the winter experience for me.
This holiday is catching. I'm not ready for it. There's a lot going on with me emotionally. It's pressure, it's stress, and I can sense it from other people. I also had lost Elsa June 27th, and I've been remembering so many times. I've been remembering so many moments with her, and wishing they were here. And sometimes I catch myself, oh, we gotta take her outside. Gotta take her outside. Gotta go get her. And it's my first time I'm going through the holidays in the last 12 years without her, and
Yeah.
she's made everything better. My whole life was a million times better with this puppy dog. It's so sad. It makes me sad.
Yeah.
And right now I think I'm sadder.
Unconditional, yeah, it's the unconditional love. And I think that's the thing we want to touch base with, as anybody out there listening, is, if you've experienced loss, whether that's a parent, whether that's a sibling, a child, a pet, a friend, whoever it may be, if you're dealing with, loss and grieving through the holidays, it's a different experience. And give yourself grace, and don't feel compelled to have to be a part of everything. If you feel like there's points in time that you need to unplug, or you need, time for yourself, time to kind of recharge. And that's what it was. For me, it was the first Thanksgiving of, not having any immediate family of, mine around. And even my wife, majority of her family is passed away now, but all my family is passed. They're all in spirit now, my pets in spirit. So it was a weird thing. It was a weird realization, just coming to terms with, wow, I can't pick up the phone and say, hey, happy Thanksgiving, or Merry Christmas, mom, or dad, or whoever it may be, and just a weird, surreal experience. And that's what I would tell anyone, even as a medium, or as a psychic intuitive, we deal with death, dying, grieving. A lot of my clients come to me dealing with loss and grief. That's a big part of my clientele. And even though we know our loved ones are here, and they're in that divine heavenly realm, our pets are, across the rainbow bridge. And even though we know they're there and they're well, it's just a weird experience not having them here in the physical. And it's a process that we have to navigate on our own terms. There is no right or wrong way to grieve. And I think we just have to be patient with ourselves, give ourselves grace. And if you don't feel compelled to go to that holiday party, or partake in whatever that holiday thing is that you would normally do, that's okay. It's a different scenario. It's a different energy that we're navigating. So, give yourself that grace to allow the grief to unfold in any way. And if you're feeling really sad, what I always like to do is you go back and look at some pictures, or go back through the memories. And even though it's very sad and it brings up, a lot of, weird memories for me, I still feel at peace kind of connecting to their energy. And even if I'm dealing with that grief, the more I open and start tuning into their energy, it's almost like it starts to transform that grief. And that's what it's about. It's trying to transform that process and that loss into something where we can transmute that pain into something powerful, and set some type of new goals, some type of new guidelines for how we're moving forward. And again, just give yourself grace and navigate it how you feel okay to navigate it, and if you need to disconnect, that's totally fine. I'm definitely not doing the same things that I would normally do. And and I'm okay with that.
I would like us to talk about some of the ways that we are going to connect tonight. And I'm crossing my fingers that people join us, and we'll see, because I have a couple of confirmations. So let's see. So I wanted to express how I tune in. And you were just mentioning, really about acceptance to me, accepting your situation, accepting your feelings. Don't feel obligated. And I agree with all that. And I'm all about surrendering and allowing yourself to feel whatever's in your heart. So right now, what I'd like to remind everybody, because I do this, and I do these visualizations, and we do a little meditation. If it's okay with Michael, I'd like to do a little mini meditation. And when someone comes on, then we will be better off. Like, we'll be like more able to receive the information. So when I'm receiving information, I'm receiving it in my mind's eye, my third eye here, and an impression comes through. And then I grab onto the energy and I let it play out to see what's there. And sometimes it's through hearing the person, sometimes it's through feeling it, sometimes it's through my clairvoyance. Maybe it's all of those. And it could be a new sense that I get. We spoke about last week some of these other senses, clairsenses. You taste, or you have a scent or a smell, or you the claircognizance, and you just have this knowing. Whatever it is, accept it. So learn to allow yourself to clear your mind of doubt. Allow yourself to accept whatever it is. Don't question it, because it's not about thinking. It's just an impression. It's an image, a voice, a tone, a symbol. And it might just be a knowing. You just know. You're not even trying to decipher anything. All right, so everyone, let's start by letting go of any tension, anxiety that we're carrying, because gosh, it's a really transitional time of year. We're about to enter a new cycle, 2026. Here we are, mid-December, or the 11th of December. So we're going to let go of any tension, get into a comfortable position. Hopefully you're sitting up and you put your feet flat on the ground. So we're letting out a breath. We're letting all of our weight in our bottom, the base of our spine, our root chakra. And we're imagining the base of our spine is going down, down deep into the earth, below the soil, below the earth. And we're having gratitude for this moment, and we're in the present moment, because this is where all the energy lies, right here in this moment. This is where you create, not 5 minutes ago, doesn't matter, not in 5 minutes into the future. It's right here in this moment, okay? Because we are going to receive vibrations, and we're sending a frequency, or we're receiving a frequency. We're either a transmitter or we're a receiver. Okay, so the base of your spine is going down into the earth. Now your feet are going down into the earth, and you're imagining that they're the roots of a tree, and you're wiggling your toes, and maybe you even want to grab your foot to remind yourself you're present, you're grounding yourself. And then we're going to move our body, our torso, our head, and we're going to let any stress come through our arms, out our fingertips. And now we're going to focus on our breath. We're pushing away any doubt we can do this, letting go of any attachments and belief systems. And we're going to focus on our breath, because we're calming our heart rate down, our blood pressure, and that's how we send and receive more and transmit more messages. This is ESP, extrasensory perception. So together, let's do 3 inhales and exhales. And we are going to do it for 5 seconds, hold it for 5 seconds, release it for 5 seconds. Okay, here we go. First breath. Okay, so hopefully now you're a little bit more relaxed. You're focusing on your breath. You're tuning into your heart. You're asking yourself, how do I feel? I'm going to give you a moment. How do I feel? Okay, and then you embrace that, because when you accept yourself, everything's going to be so much better. When you accept yourself, more will come into your life. You're making room. All right, and now what I'd like you to do, I'd like us to imagine down at the base of our spine, down there at the root chakra, that there's this big ball of light. And this big, brilliant ball of light is full of energy and positivity and warmth. And this ball of light is about the size of a melon, and it's spinning counterclockwise. And as it's spinning, it's expanding. And this beautiful ball of light is expanding, and it's touching your flesh and your bones, and it's traveling upward, and it's touching inside of you your sacral chakra, which is your identity, it's your sexuality, your creativity, and it's still spinning and it's expanding and it's moving upwards. And now it's moving up to your solar plex chakra, this beautiful ball of illuminating light. And it's expanding bigger and bigger. And now it's moving upward and it's hitting your heart chakra, your heart space, and it's touching your bones and your organs. And now it's moving counterclockwise. And it's expanding larger and larger, and it's filling more of your auric field surrounding your body. And now it's touching on your expression, your throat chakra. So it's passed through love, and now it's on your throat chakra, your expression, your communication. And now it's spinning clockwise, bigger, bigger, bigger. And now it's moving upward to your third eye chakra, your mind's eye, and you're getting more intuition. You're accepting more of who you are. You're able to see past, present, future. And now it's moving up to your crown chakra, and it's counterclockwise, and it's expanded fully, covering your entire being, this beautiful, beautiful, serene, calm ball of light. And it's shooting upward out to your crown chakra and up to your other chakras that are hitting the galaxy. All right, everyone. I'd like you to open your eyes. 3, 2, 1. And maybe you're a little bit more relaxed. I don't know. Okay, so what was I going to say? So, Michael, just
Yeah.
to give you a head start, are you receiving anything around me? I've never asked you that in the last 2 years.
Mm.
Is there anything around me right now? Can you tune into me a little bit? What do you think?
Yeah. Let me still. I'm kind of unwinding my energy. I was
I hit you
grounding.
between the eyes,
I
right?
wasn't ready for that question. That's funny. I was kind of. It's funny because as you were taking us through the meditation, I felt like my chakra starting to open, and I just felt energy like through my abdominal area, kind of go up to my heart and up into my throat area. And I think because I've been so caught up. Yeah, it was good. I was so caught up doing,
I got
I'm
that
doing
too at the
projects
same
and
time. I got that.
yeah. And then what I was trying to do on top of that is, because I know we're going to be doing readings, like ground, think of like a tree grounding your root system out the bottom of your feet back into Mother Earth. And I was grounding my energy and I was expanding my auric field. Yeah, so let me kind of let me tune in a little bit. Okay, so what's interesting is it's funny. I don't have my pen and paper. I normally start scribbling. I normally start scribbling at this point. Okay, so what's interesting for you, I have a lot of energy, so I'll just share. And those that have seen me do readings or have been in my galleries or a private reading, energy that's connected to you will come into me a certain way. And that's usually how I identify kind of where the lineage is, or kind of where that loved one in spirit falls in my energy field. And it's interesting because I have a lot of energy coming in on my left side. When it comes in my left side and it comes in at like that 90-degree angle, it's someone above mom. It's mom's side, but above mom's lineage. What's interesting is I have to think grandma on mom's side is in spirit, correct? Yeah. So I would have to say it's her energy coming through. Let me just hang on. Okay. Let me get my paper. My wife just dropped me my paper and my pen that I forgot to bring with me. Okay, so I'm just going to start bringing through some names, some information. And okay, so I could tell you what's interesting. Okay, so older female energy connected to mom. I don't know if there's an S. I don't know if there's a Sarah. And also what's weird is she's definitely talking about the name Anne. I don't know if it's Anna. I don't know if that's in regard to your daughter, your youngest daughter, Anna. So I have to ask about that. Okay, so connected to mom's lineage, older than mom, or connected to grandmom. What is the name? Is a Sarah and an Ann? What is there, a Sarah or an Ann? Sarah Ann. Ann.
There's a Susan.
Susan, the S. Okay. There's okay, Susan, and that's not great.
That's for one of her daughters. That's my aunt.
Okay, because she saw. Okay, because I'm definitely getting the S. I'm okay. So there's
now,
definitely.
She was very honestly. She's the youngest of 4 kids, and 1 kid passed in the crib, and she was probably considered her favorite of all the kids. And my grandmother, can I tell you this bit of information? I know you don't.
Let me. Yeah. Before you tell me, let me keep bringing through it. Let me keep bringing through what's coming in. Okay, so I can tell you, you should definitely. I would be aware. Could be you said Susan was the name, the S name, not Sarah. Susan. Okay, because I could just be hearing it a little off. I would definitely. Is there a Sarah though around you right now? Is there the name Sarah or anyone near you or connected to Anna? Your daughter's Anna, right? Anna.
Yeah.
Is there a Sarah connected to her?
No, there's another name, but it's.
Does it sound like Sarah or
no? It was
Samantha.
It's a Sam.
S-A. Okay, Sam. Okay, so that's all right. That's where it. And again, I'm kind of opening my energy right now. I kind of just jumped right in. That I would that's the S-A. Okay, so I could be hearing it as.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So she saw. Well, so let me. So I'll give you the information of how it's coming to me because I'll have to keep opening and connecting to your energy. We'll see where that comes into. Okay. So definitely grandma is, she's definitely watching over your daughter. Like she's definitely kind of watching over her. She's keeping an eye on your youngest daughter. Definitely. And not in like a, just kind of like what I say, our loved ones come to us as like a guardian angel type energy. And she's definitely talking about the S-A, so I would say if the S-A is a Sam and not a Sarah, then I would say she's bringing my attention to that connection, that relationship, that connection. Normally when they're bringing that up to me, they're seeing that as either an energy cycle there's some kind of energy cycle either opening or ending around that name. So I can tell you there's one of two things happen. That name, is that like a new romantic interest, or it is? Okay. All right. So there we go. Okay. So she's definitely bringing my awareness. I would definitely have to say for her to bring my awareness to that. She wants, so I'm not going to, obviously we're not going to get into personal stuff with you or anything, but I would say whatever your feelings are on that relationship, whatever positive, negative, whatever you're feeling around that relationship, your intuition is correct. So, I'll just leave it at that. So, so whatever's going on with her and the S-A, Sam,
Mm.
wherever your intuition lies, follow
Mhm.
that, because your,
Mhm.
you know, mom's intuition. I feel like mom's intuition is correct. So I'll
Mhm.
leave that at that. We don't, you know,
Mhm.
so interesting.
Wow.
What's where okay, so is there a French connection in your family, or a P, like a Pierre, Peter, Pierre, like a weird like a weird name, or around you, someone around like a P, like something like a Pierre or a Peter? And it doesn't necessarily have to be French, but I'm getting like some kind of I'm getting like some kind of European connection tied into your family. Um, can you
Well,
take
it's
is there a
interesting that
P?
you're saying that. I mean, how far back are you talking? Because I found that because I did I have my genealogy and I'm putting it in my book, and it goes back to the 1700s. And I do have one of my great grandfather was married to a French woman. We went through, we were Switzerland, Belgium, French. Uh, is that all that I know? Yeah, I mean, there is Irish, but that's my other side. So that one family, there is French.
Yeah, there's definitely,
How
so
far back you're
like a
talking?
Pierre, like I'm getting Pierre. I'm getting actually the name Pierre.
Hmm.
So I would just be aware of that, or be aware, like either grandmother. I feel like grandma is talking about that name.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
either that name is going to come into your energy field as a positive connection around the family structure,
Okay.
or Pierre is there with her. If there's a Pierre connected to you, or connected to someone around you, like they're kind of piggybacking off grandma's energy. So
I got it. You know how.
what's it? Okay, so June, is there someone with the name June? Either she's talking about, I'm hearing June, and no, I don't necessarily think I'm hearing this as a month. I feel like I'm hearing it as someone's name, like the name June, or a Ju Junette, like something that would sound like that, unless there's significance in grandma, mom's mom, and the month of June.
Hmm.
And that's fine. I'll just bring that. Now she's
Well,
all.
I have to just give you also give you some insight into my family. I sporadically, she's very close to me. I have my middle name is her name, Lucille. Sorry,
Mm,
sharing that part.
okay.
But so you could be saying something that like I don't. It doesn't really. I
Is
don't
June?
know
So let me ask
about
you
it
this: is
because
June significant to you and grandma? Is June like an anniversary, a death, a birthday? What's June? What is June? Is June? Okay,
death.
so
It's death.
it is.
Yeah, it's death.
Someone's was that grandmother's passing?
That, yeah, June.
Oh, okay. All right. So there. Okay. So she's giving me June as again, as an evidential medium. I want to bring through specifics around her. The interesting thing, I don't know if a ladybug is a symbol for you and her, or ladybug. I'm seeing a ladybug. I'm literally seeing like a ladybug, and I feel like I want to say June bug. I don't know why.
Really?
That's weird. Yeah, I'm actually seeing a ladybug. So I don't know what the ladybug symbolism is.
Well, I kind of grew up that was like my family. It was always considered good luck. I mean, that was just what that's what I always heard, so much so that I even painted murals of ladybugs.
You did. Oh, cool, cool. Okay, so
So I
so
don't know if
grandma knows, and
that's,
that's
yeah.
significant around you. That's what she's showing me. So I would, if you needed some type of symbol or sign from her, you might
Mhm.
be paying attention to the ladybug symbolism, whether you see it as like a sticker on the car in front of you, something that pops up on the TV, something that, so I will be aware of the ladybug symbolism. Let me see. Okay, so there's definitely, okay, so there's a couple, okay, so there's other people around. So what's interesting is, who who is Owl or Alfred? Is there an Alfred around you, around the
That's
family?
my dad's side. That's my dad's side. His oldest brother, and he passed away.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah. So he
Okay.
was the first one to pass in my dad's family.
Alfred. Okay, so because
And that
Alfred's
was
there.
also my grandfather's name. So that was there was a lot of, I think
So if
his name
Alfred's
was
grandpa,
Alfred, his father's name was Alfred,
there
his
we go.
son's name
Okay,
was
cool, cool.
Alfred. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can tell you Alfred is definitely there because I'm hearing a tell her Alfred,
Oh,
Alfred. Yeah,
Papa.
so Alfred,
That's
yeah,
my
interesting.
Papa.
Yeah, so it's important for you to know he's around. I think
Oh.
he's stepping in for the holidays. Um, what's interesting is March. Okay, so when I start opening and connecting to your energy through them,
Mhm.
they're talking about March being a significant energy cycle around the family. So you, daughters,
Oh, well,
significant other.
there's
What's
something happening this coming March, so maybe that's why.
uh
Would that be it?
okay, yeah, well they're
Give
bringing
it
my yeah. I'm supposed to talk to you about March and the energy cycle around March.
Okay.
So they're definitely bringing my awareness to that. And what's interesting, I would say it's going to be okay. So when I start asking them about March and show me March, um, what's weird is, and as a medium, they use symbolism, they use pieces of information we know. Sometimes I'm hearing it, sometimes I'm seeing it, sometimes all the clear senses are firing. What's interesting, I'm seeing two things, and these were big in my childhood. I used to love watching them. Um, and I feel like there's a lot of symbolism in there for you. I'm seeing Happy Days, so I'm seeing like the Fonz Happy Days, literally the sitcom Happy Days, and I'm seeing
Right.
Laverne and Shirley. So I don't know if I feel like there's a bunch of information in there I could be getting. Like we could sit and allow it to unfold, different names, or different. What's the deal with March? Can you talk? Is this something you could talk about on air or?
Mart there's there's a child coming.
Okay. So Happy Days. So Happy Days. I heard Happy Days, and I'm seeing like that symbolism of family growing, connecting. Who had the motorcycle grow when you were growing up? Who was the motorcycle guy? Who was like the leather jacket motorcycle guy?
When I was growing up, it would
Who,
have to be after I was grown up.
or after you grow? Yeah, yeah. Who would represent like the fun, like the cool kind of charismatic leather jacket motorcycle guy that would have been around you?
There was someone.
Is he in spirit? Or
um, no, not that I know of, but I don't think so. But it was prominent.
okay, so let me ask you this: did Grandma know about that connection?
No,
That was she
she
was already
passed
gone.
away. Yeah, my grandma passed. Well, she would know because I grew up with this person, but she didn't know him then. So no, because my grandma, it's funny that you're saying that because my grandma passed when I was 17. So we missed a lot of life together.
Okay,
However, she's visiting.
well, she's visiting right now,
Yeah.
and it's interesting. Um, what I so I'm just gonna kind of open. I don't know why she keeps on putting like I feel like I want to put a shawl around you or a scarf or
Okay.
like what's the deal with that?
A shawl around me.
A shawl like I'm almost like a lace shawl or like a scarf or like I feel like I
It might have been about my communion. It was about my communion and how my dress wasn't all white, and she was very upset. It was mostly like green colored, so she was very upset that I didn't have a all white dress.
all right. I mean, she could be bringing my attention to that. I would say it doesn't matter now; it's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But I would
Yeah.
say that point in time, that period of your life, I think, and that connection to her was very special to her. Kind of watching you grow up and watching like everything start to unfold in your life. Um,
I
what?
just want to
Okay,
let you know we have two people in the waiting room to get
okay.
readings.
All right,
So
we'll
I
bring
don't.
them on in a minute. Okay. So also, she's bringing me to. So what's funny is then this is my birth year. What's the significance of 1971 in your family? 1971. Who was
Hmm.
around 1971? Was there a sibling? Was there significance in the family around that year?
You know, it's so weird that you're saying that because I saw my dad write it down so many times, and I'm trying to remember what. There was something that happened, and I might have to
There was, and
take a listen.
grandma's
There was
bringing that.
definitely something that happened 1971 because um, when you're saying that, and I keep wanting to say Cape Cod, but there was
Yeah,
that year
okay. So whatever you
something
know,
was a big
yeah, yeah,
deal.
exactly. So whatever was going on in the family, whatever significance there was around 1971, she's bringing that to my attention. So she's kind of reiterating that year and that being like a significant year around the family. So I appreciate that validation and confirmation on that. So before we bring these other people in, I also have to mention who William, who is Will? What's the name William to you? Because they're talking about the name William, or be aware of the name William. And I'm not hearing it as Bill. I'm hearing it as William, or Will. Is there a Wilma? Is there a Wilma or a William around the family?
There's one of her grandkid, her it would be her great grandson. His name Will.
Will, her great grandson. Okay, and
It would
that's
be my it would be my ne- it would be my nephew.
your nephew. Ah, okay. Are you still in contact with him? Do you talk to him, or is he like kind of connected still to the family? Or
I don't talk to him. I mean, he's young. He's
okay,
young,
so there
20s.
may okay, so she's bringing that name up to me, and the funny thing is, Alfred is also kind of it. What's funny with your grandmother, like she's kind of like loud, like she wants to be the loudest. I don't know if she was like that in person, but I feel like that's kind of who she was, and like kind of
She's the
Alfred.
biggest personality.
Yeah,
Biggest
yeah,
personality.
she's funny. She's
There a huge laugh. She was a redheaded, blue-eyed Scottish woman, and
uh,
she's
the
full of
Lucille
life.
Ball. I love Lucille Ball.
Yeah, and she
That's
was
kind of
like took no
yeah, that's what I'm
prisoners.
saying. Yeah, that's cool. The funny thing is, there might be something kind of reconnecting you or tying into the family structure around William. So be aware if there's some reconnection or opening or something that draws you into that aspect of the family that William is connected to.
Okay.
Or on the other thing is just be aware of that name as a positive connection should there be some kind of new significant connection around work, around family, around just that name William. So I'm
Okay.
gonna just
Thank
honor
you.
before we start opening our readings to everyone else. I just want to honor your grandmother, her connection to the ladybug. Again, be aware of the ladybug, the significance of that march around you, knowing that was her passing. Um, Again, the French connection is she definitely has that older French family member, like a Pierre around there. Alfred coming through with his name loud and clear. So we want to give a shout out to Grandpa. Appreciate him giving me his name like that, validating that. And again, whatever your thoughts are on Anna and the connection to the essay, the Sam, just know follow your gut instinct on that. So whatever
Okay.
direction you're leaning towards on that, Grandma's reiterating that you're correct. So I'll just
Okay.
say,
I needed to hear that validation today.
well, there you go. That's why we do this, right? So I just want to
Thank
honor
you.
your loved ones in spirit coming through, kind of opening this psychic night, and kind of I wasn't expecting giving you a reading, but it's kind of cool. I have to honor grandmother's energy, and how she honors you and kind of honors you doing things on your terms in your way, kind of
Yeah.
not bending,
Yeah.
and kind of I want to say like not giving in to others and the way they think it should be and kind of doing things on your own terms. That's what I sense from grandma. She's honoring that. Alfred kind of honoring his connection to you also. But it's funny how like grandma is the one that is loud and boisterous and Alfred's just like, yep, let her go, let her talk,
Yeah.
interesting. But yeah, I want to leave you with that with love and
That's
light.
amazing. I really appreciate that. I needed this validation tonight. It lifted my spirits. Okay, so should we bring both these people in at the same time?
Um, I would say let's do one at a time, only just so we're not focusing on both of their energies, unless
Okay.
we're just gonna unless it's gonna kind of be like we're just gonna start bringing stuff through, and they'll have to claim it.
I
But
don't know because we have two
well,
right now. One looks like no camera, just sound, and then the other, hi, just sitting there. I don't know if she could see me. So we could try. I kind of want to. I don't know because we only have. I don't know. I kind of want to bring both of them because they. I don't want. What do you think? What's your gut say?
yeah. So what we'll do if we bring both of them on? I'll just start. I'll have
We
to
just
just start
talk.
connecting.
They just talk
Yeah, I'll
separate.
start connecting. I'm not going to
Oh,
know whose energy I'm connecting to, but I'll just start connecting unless they want to give us their names one at a time, and we'll try to specifically connect to their energy. So either way.
okay. Well, here we are. I'm going to bring guys through. Anyone else joining us? Let me just put this like this. Here we go, ladies. Here's one,
Hello,
another.
hello.
Hi.
Hello, ladies. Well,
Hello.
welcome to
I
Two
didn't-
Sites Podcast. Pleasure to have both of
Hi,
you.
Hi,
guys.
thanks for joining us.
Thank you
So,
for
Thanks for having
having
us.
me.
I love
and
it.
and I am on my phone, so I can't see everyone's name because their writing is so small, and I do not have
I'm
my glasses
Laura.
on. Laura, what is
Um,
up, Laura?
I'm Maria.
Hi,
And
Hi, how
Maria.
are
So we
you?
have Laura and Maria.
Hi.
Okay. So I guess how this will work, since we have both of you on right now, I'm gonna listen to both of your voices, and I'm gonna see whose energy I'm kind of drawn into first. And well, I don't even have to hear your voice because I already heard your voices. So I'm gonna say Maria. What's interesting, I'm gonna go to you first, Maria. And
Okay.
then we'll see where Mary Amy is kind of led, if she wants to kind of follow up after me. And
I do,
but
but
okay.
I need permission, so I'll ask for permission.
Yes, Maria. Do we have? Well, do we have both of your permission to connect to your energies in this session? Okay, thumbs
Absolutely.
up. Okay, awesome. Maria, can you give me your name slowly? Just your first name slowly one time.
Maria.
Maria. Okay. All right. So what's interesting, Maria? So I'm just going to start kind of opening and connecting to your energy. So I have what's interesting. There's a lot more energy around you than I thought I was going to have. I mean, it's quite a bit. And I have a lot of energy, again, coming into my left-hand side. When energy comes into my left-hand side, that's usually connected to mom's energy, mom's lineage. But what's interesting is I also have energy kind of coming in almost equal to me, kind of coming in. So, and I feel like I have older female energy connected to mom, or mom's energy, but I also have a younger female energy coming in, which could have been sister, friend. Okay, so let me ask you this, Maria. Is mom in spirit?
No.
Mom's not in spirit. Okay. Is there an aunt or younger female energy that would be connected to mom that's in spirit?
I have two sisters deceased.
Okay. So that's where the younger energy. Okay. So that's where the younger energy is. Okay.
Here.
Okay. So again, when I'm bringing through names, when I'm bringing through specific information, it doesn't necessarily have to be theirs, but it could be significant to you here in the physical area. Remember, when I'm bringing through names, sometimes they can be your loved ones in spirit. They can be, not just family, but there could be coworkers, friends. As far as with your who is there significance to the M initial? Because when I start opening to that younger female energy connected to mom, I'm seeing the initial M. Is there an M? Is there
She always pops through. She has to be first. That's my sister Marianne.
Marianne? Oh, cool. Appreciate the confirmation. Okay, so I can tell you the M. Yeah, she's okay. So you've had readings and they've come through before then.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
she jumps up and down and
Yeah, I can tell you that's funny because she's the loudest right now.
always.
So
Even
the
in
interesting
life.
thing, I have to talk about mom's mom though, grandma on mom's side. So grandma is passed, that's connected to mom?
Yes, my
Okay.
nana, yes.
Okay, so that's the older female energy that I had connected to mom. Okay, so now I don't know why they're talking about is there a is it who is the L? Is there an L around the family I feel like they're giving me the initial. I'm seeing the initial L also. L.
Well,
Is it
that's my last name.
L? What is there like a Lynn? There's not a Lynn, Liz. Like your last name is the L.
Yes.
Okay, so because they're dropping a lot of like they want to drop a lot of evidence into me to kind of validate they're connected to you. So I don't know, if you've been feeling disconnected to them for this period of time or going into the holidays, really, sitting with the grief around their passing. But it's important for them to let you know they're around and they're kind of guiding. And so it's interesting. You're gonna be like, this guy has ADD. What is going on with Mike the medium and his ADD? You have a lot of energy. There's also, I don't know if this is like a Yorkshire Terrier or Chihuahua. Is there what's the smaller dog that's coming through? There's a smaller dog coming through that I feel like is like black tan, like a mix. It almost reminds me of like a Yorkie or like a small furry dog. Whose small furry dog is that? Is that yours? One of theirs?
Oh, her daughter just lost her dog last Monday. A Pomeranian.
Okay. So there's the small furry dog. Okay. So the interesting thing, that's your daughter's dog?
No, my sister Mary Ann's daughter's dog.
Oh, your sister Mary Ann that's coming through with the M.
Yeah.
Okay. So her dog, her dog is with her. Her dog is with her. I feel like she's talking about the dog. Is there a niece? So your niece connected to Mary Ann? There's a daughter here? Okay.
Yes.
So she's talking about her daughter. Was her daughter the one taking care of the dog?
Yes, it was her dog.
Oh. Okay. So it's important for her daughter to know the dog is with her in spirit. The dog is good. The dog is okay. I feel like I have to talk about, were they trying to figure out what to do with the dog's ashes or so this is going to be kind of weird. I almost feel like I have to talk about the dog's ashes being combined with your sister's ashes or something like that, and making it into a piece of jewelry. Is your sister was cremated?
Yeah, she donated her body.
Oh, okay. She donated it. Okay.
But my niece did get her ashes back.
She did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the ashes. Okay. What's interesting is sometimes they give me really weird stuff that there's no way of me knowing, but you have to talk to your niece about whether she was going to do something with the dog's ashes. Does she have? I'm assuming she has the dog's ashes. This is what I feel like Mary Ann is.
I'm not sure. I mean, we text and we reach out, and I see her once every year and a half.
Okay,
so she's a busy.
So,
these young kids don't,
But okay, so
you get a text back.
Yeah, no, I think it's important for you. I don't know how open her daughter is to mediumship and the spiritual realm, but I would say she probably is.
I reach out to her and tell her things because I see things too.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's why it's coming through so clearly for me, because you're also a conduit, and it's kind of my connection, your connection, their connection. And that's why literally all this information is coming through so quick. So I have to honor the dog connected to Mary Ann. What's interesting is I feel like Mary Ann wants to talk to her daughter about something with her ashes and the dog's ashes. I don't know if she was going to mix them up and make something, or mix them up and put them somewhere, or put them, release them at sea or something like that. But I feel like I have to talk about blending of the ashes and honoring that, and honoring, that her dog is in spirit with her. I think it's important for her daughter to know that. So they are bringing my attention, so when Mary Ann, what's interesting, so we're talking about ashes, but I feel like I'm hearing from that. Is there an Ashley, like the name Ashley, or Lee, is there what's Ashley? Who is Ashley?
I have no idea.
Okay. and now,
I'm gonna be aware of that name, right?
yeah, be aware of that name. If for Ashley, because I feel like they're talking about that name connected to you, as like a positive connection. Interesting too. I would also, so let me ask you this. Is there an energy cycle that you're kind of navigating right now? So this could be like a contract, this could be like buying and selling, career transition, something where there could be like contracts, negotiations, paperwork being done.
Not at the moment.
Okay, if there if
I'd like to get a new car, but I don't know.
okay, no,
You know,
no, ser- yeah.
I've been thinking about that because I need something reliable, but
Okay, so be aware. So that would be an energetic cycle opening, like buying, selling, like a contract. That's why I say contract being signed, something where there might be legal documents involved. Be aware of the name Ashley, and also be aware of the name. Is there a Harry and or a Harold and H.A. around you, and eight Harris H.A.? Is there an H.A. name that you're connected to?
indirectly through a client. It's our grandson who's expecting a baby, but you know, I never even met him.
Ah, interesting. There might be some connection to that client or something to validate. So the funny thing is, our loved ones in spirit want to bring through things that you're navigating that there would be no way for me to know. And I don't know why my phone just flipped. Let me just swing this around again.
That's
We're getting
okay.
lots of we're getting lots of psychic
It's
energy.
exciting. It's keeping it fun.
Lots of psychic energy. So yeah. What is the client? What is the HA name?
Harris.
It is Harris. Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's why I'm saying
yeah.
Harris. Okay.
I've never met them. I went to
No, no,
look at
no,
their
that's fine.
house.
The
Yeah,
funny thing
yeah.
is, like, grandma and your sister want to show you something specific that's going on around you, a name that I wouldn't know, a name that you're navigating, just to kind of let you know they're around you. And they're talking, it's funny. So that sometimes they'll talk about situations, scenarios that we've been navigating. I'm also seeing around you. And Mary, I'm going to hand this off to you in a minute.
Yeah, I have some things to
I
say.
got a lot of it. I'm also seeing like a weird skeleton key around you. So they're showing me a skeleton, like the old time
Hmm.
skeleton key that would go into like handcuffs or would go into like the old door
Okay.
locks. I don't know why they're showing me that as a symbol for you. You don't have like a skeleton key that belonged to one of them, or is there significance to a skeleton key to you?
No, but my niece puts up the big, probably, those giant skeletons at Halloween time every year. She puts that up for Halloween. They're big Halloween people. So I don't know any other reference to
Be
skeletons other than they were into all that stuff.
Okay, you know what the skeleton key looks like, right? Though the old fashioned kind of weird elongated key, like
Yeah.
okay. Be aware of that. If you see, I feel like they're showing me that for a reason around you, like a weird thing like that may signify that they're watching over you, they're around you, and you're gonna see that over the next couple of days, or like going into the holiday to
Hmm.
kind of validate this reading and kind of a little piece of evidence that we don't know yet that's going to unfold. But be aware of that like skeleton key because they're showing it. I'm definitely seeing that clairvoyantly. They're showing me that in my mind's eye. So yeah, so I have to honor that. I have to talk real quick about mom though, because when grandma came through and Marianne came through, they both go, is mom navigating something? Like, is there something you're helping mom navigate, or is mom navigating a
Oh, yeah.
situation?
I mean, yeah. It's a lot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She just, was diagnosed about less than a year ago with vascular dementia, and it's increased as of a fall and a CAT
Okay.
scan in November, and it's just I'm very um, I'm I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah. Well, I would absolutely call in their energy to help guide you. You're very intuitive. You're like that intuitive ability. I think you're not utilizing it as much as you should. And I think for them to kind of bring my attention to mom, they want to validate what you're going through. And I think they want you to know that they're kind of supporting your energy as you're navigating this. Definitely it's a lot. I feel the weight of that energy on you. And I think if you can intuitively tap into their energy, you're going to get the guidance and the signs, and psychically, you're going to you're going to be able to navigate it, I think, more productively if you can kind of open. And I know sometimes it's really hard. We get caught up in the moment, or we get caught up in the grief of a situation. But I would just say be very mindful to do something that you can kind of give yourself, like, fill your cup so you can fill the cup of others. That's what self-care. So if you need to take time out to make sure you're doing the things you need to do to recharge, that you're not burning the candle at both ends, make sure you're doing those things so you can utilize your intuitive abilities to their fullest. If you're kind of burning the candle at both ends, you're feeling very burnt out, very overwhelmed, a lot of times that intuitive guidance can, it can pass us by, or we don't pay as close of attention as we should. So I think that's one thing, is just try to give yourself the grace to disconnect if you need to kind of recharge. And I know that sounds easier said than done, but you do need to make a conscious effort of that. And something that Mary and I were talking to earlier, before we started getting into readings, was if you're dealing with a lot of tragic situations, a lot of grief, a lot of kind of turmoil through the holidays, give yourself a chance to kind of unplug. Don't, give yourself the grace to say, okay, I need a time out from all this right now. Don't feel like you got to be caught up in everything. And I mean, it's good. We all want to show that good face and show up and, put that front on. But look, if you need to kind of disconnect for a period of time to recharge, to reground, and to find yourself, make sure you're doing that, because that honestly is probably the most empowering thing you could do for yourself right now, is make sure you could take care of yourself and do what you need to do to take care of yourself so you can be there and show up for the others around you. But
Well, I went to drumming last night, and next week I'm going to see all my friends that are in DC, in Maryland, from
oh,
Nepal.
perfect.
And I'll be the only person, the only American person staying overnight in an Airbnb with all these people. And they said, don't say anything to anybody, because only coordinators and organizers, they're like so excited to see me. And I'm just really excited to see them. And the next day is World Meditation Day. And I was
There
supposed
you
to go to
go.
something else, and I'm going to just hang out and chill. My mom's already asking me, when am I coming home? I haven't even gotten there yet.
Okay. Well, so I think that's a validation then for you, and you're approaching things how you need to. You need to take care of yourself so you can be there for, those that are depending on you.
Yeah.
But again, if you don't fill your own cup, you're not going to be able to fill the cup of others. So
Or I'm going to be in jail for
give
murder.
yourself the grace to give yourself that grace and kindness. But yeah, like, tune into that intuitive energy that you have. And absolutely, like Grandma, Marianne, there's quite a big collective around you.
Oh,
But and
yeah.
just know they're there supporting you. I also,
Thank
like,
you.
we could go for a while. I'm also just going to bring up the name John. I don't know who John is. Now again, if it's not for you, it could also be for our other sitter that's here. Is there significance to the John around you or the family?
Well, Brianna's grandfather John just died a few months ago.
Okay, so that's
The
why they're giving you the name.
Pomeranian's mom.
Oh,
Yeah, the
well, there you
dog's
go. Okay,
mom.
so the
Yeah.
John is for you then also. So just know John is also there with Grandma and Marianne. It's funny because Marianne is kind of like, she really like wants to like let you know, hey, I'm here, I'm around you, and I'm like, we're walking this together. So she's kind of the one. It's funny, Grandma opened it up, but Marianne is like loud and clear. So
Can
just
I ask you
know,
something? When you say grandmom, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you mean Brianna's grandmother from her father's side, or do you mean my mother's mother?
This is your mother's mother coming in. Yeah, this came in
Okay.
on Mom's side, and she
Okay.
immediately was talking about Mom. And again, that's so funny. My phone keeps on flipping. You have very powerful energy. You're adding to the
Oh yeah.
two psychics energy. My phone is just doing crazy things, and I haven't touched it.
That's why people don't let me use their computer.
Ah, but I appreciate that, Maria. Just know you have a lot. What I say is guardian angels around you, trying to support this,
Thank you.
this journey that you're on. But remember, self-care is of the utmost importance right now. I want to leave you with that, with love and light.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Maria. I'm
Hi,
Mary.
Mary.
Meet
Amy.
you.
Yes,
Hi.
we met at the you actually picked me out of a huge crowd in the dark at
Oh, really?
the Cherry Hill.
Oh,
Oh, really?
cool.
Okay.
Yes,
Excellent. Oh, cool.
Right.
Glad to
Okay.
have you
So
then.
is it okay if I connect you because I did receive some information?
absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. So I initially saw a trolley that was so a vehicle traveling, and then I saw it looked like it wasn't a merry-go-round, but it was something that was moving in a circle. In it was I guess you could say it was childlike. And this is what I received. I received, I saw you between two walls squeezing you, and you're stuck between these two. And it's very tight space, and you're alone trying to solve this. And then I saw, and it was really tight. It was really tight space. And then I saw a squirrel nibbling, sitting there nibbling, and it was a symbol of how, and it was looking around the squirrel of your being alert and you're aware and you're observing. And you are a good problem solver for yourself, but there's this situation right now that you can't break patterns. And the issue is returning and the cycle is going over and over. I did see a circle a number of times. So you are ready to shake off the past because a circle is a whole, it's positive. And so I have a couple of recommendations to clear the space in your energy field yourself. However you want to do that, if you want to do that with sage, if you want to do that by somehow you have to shake off something that's blocking you. You have to clear this space. And it's about you physically being able to breathe more, so you're letting out. Maybe it's something about you letting out, expressing yourself. And I'm not saying that you have to do this publicly. I'm saying to yourself. Also, would be helpful for you to start the new year by clearing out some physical space in the physical reality, not just you, stuff that's unnecessary. I also suggest going outside in the morning and just consciously breathing in air. And then when at the very end, I just saw you with a hood over you, like like a hoodie, and you're covering yourself because you're not always willing to share and you're protecting yourself. That's what I got.
Yeah, being in this field and being around other people in energy field. And when you get stabbed in the back, sometimes you try to protect your energy so that, not everybody's always out for your highest and your best good. So then I have a hard time trusting people.
Yes.
So I protect I'm very private. I'm very, I keep to myself so that, I don't share openly about my personal stuff too often, where I used to do it all the time when I was younger. But as I get older, I close it more to my sleeve. So it's a little tougher asking for help and support.
Yeah, it's difficult because we have best intentions and not everyone does, or they don't know how to have best intentions. And so we have to be aware. Like I see you being aware. I sense that you are aware and you're learning and you're observing and you're figuring it out because you are a good problem solver.
Oh, some days.
Well, and Maria, that's one thing to be very mindful of is, you're very intuitive, a lot of psychic abilities with you. So be aware you're going to, well, and see, my phone keeps on flipping. Every time I say your name, my phone just flips around and I'm not.
That's Marianne. Marianne's doing that to
you. But just be aware of other people's energy. Like if you're with a group of people, be mindful of their energy. Be mindful of the energy of spaces that you're going into, the workplace, coworkers, friends, family, because you could easily absorb other people's energy and not be aware of that unless when you start becoming mindful, look at it like a situation. If you're in the best of moods and all of a sudden you're hanging out with someone and you leave, you leave being in contact with them, and now all of a sudden you're feeling anxious or you're angry. Just be aware to protect your energy, because you could very easily pick up on other people's energy. All right. So just keep that in mind, moving forward.
Can I ask you, how do the two of you cut your energy? Like, how do you clear your solar plexus and from other people?
Oh, you know what, Mary,
And
you wanna
not take that on?
Sure. What I do, first of all, I think it takes practice, because when you're open all the time, you can be receiving other people's emotions and moods, and I'm empathic as well. So if I sense that somebody I was around they were carrying a lot of negativity, and it's not intentional, but maybe I'm absorbing it, I come home, I wash my hands with salt, I do this, I might sage myself. But knowingly, I walk out into public areas and I'm saying to myself, circle myself with white light so it doesn't happen. But it's going to happen from time to time, and we're not always paying attention. Or if we get into a conversation and something changes, it could become part of us. But it's very much out here. It's not going to really hurt me inside, because I clear myself. So I clear myself by doing meditations. I clear myself by visualizing the space clear. I clear the space around me.
Protective bubble around you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just make a conscious effort to literally create that energetic force field. Envision that golden white light coming through the top of the head, the crown chakra, just kind of a wave of light washing over you like you're in a waterfall of energy. Build that out. Think of when you're doing that, allow that to go through the bottom of your feet and feel your energy kind of grounding into Mother Earth. Think of your energy like roots of a tree. So think of your energy protruding out the bottom of your feet and just grounding you, and just expand that so you have like an energy bubble around you. And the more and more you do that, I guarantee you'll start harnessing your energy, and you'll be much more aware of energy outside of you and how it's affecting you. So it's like a mindfulness thing, and breath also. If you're feeling a little off, or like what I always tell everyone, when you wake up, don't go scroll on the phone, don't turn on the news, don't look, keep all that shut off. Don't get sucked into that sensationalism and all that negativity. First thing you should do like a body scan, and just envision that golden white light coming in through the top of the head, just kind of trickling down like you're in that beautiful waterfall of energy, again, going out the bottom of your feet. Allow it to release any energy that no longer serves you, and just consistently do that every morning, and literally 2-3 minutes. It doesn't have to be like this whole 15-20 minute process. Literally 2-3 minutes. Just be aware of your energy, and that mindfulness and attention going to like your chakra system and your auric fields. Just doing that day in, day out, a shift will happen within the first couple of days of you doing that. And that is so weird. Why does my phone keep flipping?
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you for having me, and thank you so much. I really, blessings for the holidays.
Happy holidays to you.
Absolutely. Have a great holiday, great New Year, and we will see you soon. You got to make sure, follow Two Psychics podcast. If you're not following us already.
Well, I just got my first email from you.
Oh, yeah. We just sent them out. I found the list. I said, oh, where's that list?
Oh, okay.
People on and say, but you can find us on Facebook, Two Psychics podcast, and we're streaming. This is going to stream on all the platforms.
Oh, okay. So you're going to be putting this on Facebook too?
Yeah, it'll be on Facebook.
It's on Facebook right now.
It's on. No. Yeah, if you go to
live.
Eye of the Spirits with Michael Edley, right?
It's live, ladies.
What is going? We got some crazy energy going on tonight.
Okay. So can I stay on? Can I stay on?
It's like, yeah, if you want to keep watching.
Well, let's see if you can go back into the waiting room. How about that?
You can watch it from the waiting room, or you can jump onto Eye of the Spirits with Michael Edley, and it's streaming live on my Facebook page right now.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Maria. Appreciate it. We'll leave you with that with love and light.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. And you don't look nervous at all. Thank you for patiently waiting.
You were so patient.
You're welcome. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Can you give us your first name one more time, please?
Now I'm getting all these phone calls. I was hoping I'd be first because I know this is all going to happen at one time.
That's
Well,
all right.
My
Yeah.
my first name
Sorry.
is Laura.
Yes, we got Laura. Thank you so much, Laura, for being patient. Just want to hear your voice again to start connecting. Well, it's
Yes.
funny because
I want to know what my hair looks like. Looks awful.
it looks fine from here, but I'm I'm
Look, my
I'm
curtain.
live streaming from my phone right now, so I
Oh
can't
my
see anyone
goodness.
really good.
The
But you
curtains
look
look
perfectly
good.
fine.
I don't know about that, Michael.
Okay,
I
so
stress about my hair. Look at Mary Amy. She's laughing hysterically. See,
Because
she
you're
could put a
funny.
ribbon in. You could put a ribbon in your hair and look just so adorable. I can't do that. Michael could put a bandana on his
Oh
head.
my
I know
God,
because
she's so funny.
mine's long and sloppy, and it's all just hanging down, and I have
Yeah,
the
but see, you look cute like that. I
yeah.
can't get away with that.
I have my hippie garb going right now.
Hippies are good. Hippies are good. That's a good
So
way to live.
yeah. So Laura,
Yeah.
what's interesting is so as Mary Amy was talking to Maria, I started focusing in on your energy a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of open, and again, we have permission to connect to your energy. You gave us the thumbs up before, so
Yeah.
so what's interesting is I have a lot of energy coming to me, and so I'm going to bring up a couple things. I want to talk about the significance of a T around you. I don't know if there's a Tom or a Tim. So what's funny is as I open and connect to your energy, I don't know if you're navigating like an energy cycle, or there would be something where there's contracts, negotiations, legal documents, buying and selling, a home, a business, a career change. But I feel like so let me ask you about the T connection, a Tom or a Tim. I feel I'm a male connection. Is there significance to either someone around you here or a loved one in spirit with the T initial?
There's not, but I have a coworker named T. I call her T, but her name is Teresa.
The T. Okay. No. So
And yeah, but it's female.
no, that yeah, exactly. They're talking about a male. Okay. So let me ask you this: is there some kind of energetic? What I'll say is an energetic cycle right now that you're navigating, or you could potentially be going into. So whether there's something around career, something around finances. Sometimes I'll see this around
Always.
relationship. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
nonstop.
Okay, so let me ask you: is there something where there would be legal documents where you're buying, selling, negotiating something? I don't want to see it like divorce or like but sometimes in a divorce I would see this. Sometimes in like a legal matter of buying or selling a business, navigating something with legal documents. Is that it? Are you navigating something where there will be contracts or documents where you're signing?
Not at all.
Okay, interesting. So be aware. I feel like they're giving me like the T connection. Like I feel like I have a male connection. They're showing me a Tom or a Tim. Just be aware of that as a positive energetic connect. So this is how I would put this. Okay, so something comes up where you're navigating, like you got to go for health testing, and you're not really happy with the doctor that you're using, and you have to pick a new doctor, and one is going to be Daniel and the other is going to be Thomas. The T, significance to a T. I would have to say if an energetic cycle opens, I want to align more with the T connection. So I don't know why they're showing me that. What's interesting is I have a lot of energy when I'm connecting to your energy coming into my right side. When it comes into my right side, usually that's connected to dad's energy or dad's lineage. So let me talk about dad. A father in spirit right now.
Correct.
Dad in spirit. Okay. Thank you for that confirmation. So I have a lot of father energy coming into me. It's interesting. The name is there now this doesn't have to be dad's name, but connected to you or around the family. Is there a Daniel?
Yes. My
Okay.
brother.
There we go. Okay. Dad's talking about Daniel. Okay. So I have to talk. You and Daniel are like talking, you are in communication. You're not. Okay. That's the energetic cycle. Okay, so this is okay. That's why I try to kind of open and kind of tune into your energy and see where they're leading to me. Just know, Dad is talking about Daniel. So whatever's going on with Daniel, or whatever led to you not talking to Daniel, I would have to say Dad's honoring your energy around that. So I'm not sure what this was. There something around like Dad's passing or legal documents that caused that?
Yes.
Okay. So this is where the energy. Okay. I don't know where a T comes in around. Are you still navigating this? Is there potential to still?
Yes.
Okay. This is what I'm talking about. So as an evidential medium, they want to give me evidence. They don't want to just give me names and who they are. They want to show me significant things around your life that can help you navigate through it. So
It's
that's why
actually through my sister, Donna, because that's another D.
okay.
But
Nope.
Danny and Donna are in cahoots.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's fine. But so now the
Tops.
specifically dad's bringing my attention to Daniel. That's why I said the name Daniel, because he's bringing my attention to Daniel. So there may be, if there's like a breakthrough or there's some kind of alignment or agreement or negotiation that's going on or is going to be going on, legal matters, legal documents. That's why I was talking about that earlier. Legal documents, signing contracts, negotiations, whatever it may be. For you, be aware of the T connection as a positive connection around that. So I would definitely say, if there's like a lawyer, if there's someone negotiating, a third party, and there's a significance to the T in it could be like the law firm Thomas and Thomas. It could be, someone
Yeah.
just be aware of that T as a positive connection for you around this cycle.
Okay.
I have to honor Dad's energy, honoring you for him coming through. What's the deal with all? They're talking about August. What's the month of August? What's the significance of August? Is it birth, death? Is there something transpiring in
My little
August?
boy was born, my grandson.
There we go. Okay, so Dad's talking about the significance of August. So Dad was there then. If for that to be something very significant around the family, I have to honor Dad's energy, talking about being there, being around the family in that August energy cycle. So
That's
he was definitely there.
beautiful.
Yeah, so that's it. It's important.
Beautiful.
So this is your daughter, a daughter's child?
My daughter just had her last baby in August.
Yeah, okay. Exact. So that's the daughter. Yeah. So
You know what
I
they
think it's
named him?
important. Daniel. No,
No.
I mean not that Daniel.
Enzo.
And that's Dad's name, Enzo.
No, Dad's
Or
name is William.
oh, it's interesting. Did you hear me
Yes.
talking when I was doing
Yes.
the reading?
There you go.
There's
And
the
I was
William.
nodding my head.
Yes.
There's the
right in
William.
there.
That's why. Okay, so that's why all our energies.
That's
So
my
so
dad.
William jumped in. So okay, so that's where William was. Then William was kind of piggybacking off the other reading, and this is weird. Our energy my energy, your energy is very powerful right now. And it's throwing my phone off because I am not going
Good.
near my
That's
phone.
the way it should be. It's all positive energy.
It is cool. Okay, so cool. So there's the William. So excellent.
But the new baby's
just
called Enzo,
oh, Enzo, I like that. That's so
who
cool.
was born in August.
Yeah, so Dad's talking about the August connection.
I love
yeah,
that.
so he was there. He saw that unfolding in the family. Saw, the child being born into the family.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Very cool. I have to talk about, and don't worry, Mary, I'm gonna hand this off to you in a minute. We got a lot of energy around Laura. I have to
I know. I got that.
I have to honor Dad's energy, and that's so cool. So William jumped in earlier, and that's where he was. All right, so that's cool. And that's why I told Mary before we started doing readings, I'm like, I could start pulling in information for you when I'm with Maria, vice versa. So
and
cool.
Maria is my daughter's name. That's when you said Maria, I was like, what?
Look at that. All right. So we got the connections going now. This is good stuff.
Total.
Good stuff. I appreciate the validations around that. What is the deal? Are you in New York?
Negative. New Jersey.
Are you a Giant? Is there? Why am I? Who's a Giants fan? Is there like New York Giants or something? It's not
Mets.
That's weird. I don't know. Okay. There might be something that comes up around the New York Giants for you. Is there someone around you, a friend and a family member that's like a Giants fan, or So this is
I
weird.
mean, probably, but I hate football.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
No, that's fine.
I'm a baseball girl.
Okay. What's funny is I don't know what the deal is and why I'm seeing. All right. So just when I connect to your energy, I don't know why I keep on seeing like New York sports symbolism, and I feel like I'm seeing like a Giants jersey. So just be aware there might be something weird that comes up around you or a connection that brings
Well,
up the Giants.
my uncle was a season pass ticket holder for like 50 years
Oh,
for the
for the
Giants.
Giants? Oh, and
And
he's in spirit?
we don't know. If not, he's got to be about 100 years old.
Okay. So that could be because they keep on showing me the Giants, like, and I feel like when
That's
I
my
connect.
father William's brother, Clifford.
Okay. Um, I I feel okay. So that could be the,
Sideways.
and I'm sideways. What is going on? You know, some episodes I'm getting disconnected, and some episodes I'm going sideways. So it's all
It's
good.
okay. You're on the right path, Michael.
Really?
So Laura, I want to honor your dad's energy, though. I want to honor his energy, kind of honoring you and how you're navigating the family, like the the litigation, the whatever the legal
Toxicity.
matters are going to be. Yeah, whatever's going on around that. Again, be aware of the T as a positive
I
connection
will.
for you moving forward around that. I would definitely say for him to bring through the name Daniel to me and that be your brother and not talk about Donna, the sister. I would say if there's going to be like a breakthrough or negotiation or there's going to be some kind of alignment that eventually unfolds, I do believe Daniel may be there. That is so weird. I'm going to stay sideways for a minute just so I can keep focusing on his
Do
energy.
it. Do it.
So yeah, so just be aware there might be some kind of breakthrough around your connection with Daniel, but I feel as if dad is honoring your energy and how you're handling things and how you're moving forward. So whatever transpired around that, um, he's watching obviously over your grandson, the August connection, Enzo. He's watching over little Enzo. I think little Enzo is probably going to be very tuned in, and I feel like I have to talk also. What there are you an Elvis Presley? Like, is someone an Elvis Presley fan? Is there like an Elvis Presley thing going on with you or them? What's
No, but the person you spoke about regarding the Giants,
yeah?
his wife, huge Elvis Presley. That was my Aunt Antoinette.
All
And
right.
I've never heard from her. She was my favorite aunt.
Okay, so I'm getting a lot of this symbolism, so I gotta think that they're there too, and they're kind of piggybacking on dad's energy
Cool.
and
Because
showing me, that they're around because the New York Giants and the Elvis. I know I got someone there in spirit that keeps on pushing this stuff through to me, and for you to be able to identify them by those things that I'm talking about, I would have to say they want to connect you to them, even though I'm not hearing them directly. And sometimes that's how it happens. One family member will open and they'll start bringing the other ones through. They piggyback in. But I have to just honor dad's energy, honoring you, being with you through the holidays. And I don't know why why they're talking about England. Is there an English connection to the family in England where I would be seeing a coat of arms, like a shield and like an English
well, my
connection?
father's family is got a lot of English in them and
Mm.
Swedish.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. So yeah, dad's just showing me that. And that's kind of how this works. The more we're connecting, the
I
more I'm
like
going
that.
to your energy. But just know dad's with you. He's kind of watching over you. I think he's kind of your guardian angel, helping the family navigate. I do
Good.
believe what you're navigating now, I don't think it's going to be like that forever. I do think there could be some kind of amicable come together in some way, shape, or form around this. But just know it's important for your daughter to know dad's kind of watching over little Enzo and through this whole holiday season, you're going to be guided, and you're very intuitive also. So I think tune into that. The more you tune into that, I almost feel like you're hearing them and seeing them, and like don't discredit that. Like look for the signs and
The Giants it just came to me. My brother who passed, He was an enormous Giants fan.
There we go. Okay, so
So
there's the
maybe he's
Giants
with
too.
my dad.
Yeah, so yeah,
He
absolutely.
could be with my dad.
Well, they're talking about that, and that's how this works. You know, the longer we connect,
Yeah.
and the more I hear your voice, the more I open to that energy, and it starts
Yeah.
unfolding. You know, and but just know your loved ones are honoring you, and they're there with you. So, you know, they're just a thought away. You know, so that's
Very
what I feel
awesome.
like yeah, that's what I really feel like I
Thank
have to share
you.
with you is, you know, be open to them being around you constantly, trying to help guide you and navigate this process. Now, I want to leave you with that with love and light.
Okay. Thank you, Michael.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hi, Mary Amy. How are you?
How have you been? Okay, is it okay if I connect to you because I did receive some information? All right,
Good.
this is
I'm
what.
glad.
Okay, so it's all good. Okay, so right off, I got bursts of dreams. Any wish you can have. You are a dream maker. Animals are your friends, little and large. Simplicity is how. Simplicity uh, is how you function, because in other words, you can live in the moment. Unlike a lot of people, you have this ability, and you live as things are going on. You're experiencing them in the present. You don't need to plan. I'm not saying that you don't plan, but you don't have to plan your life because or tasks or moments because you're living them. You don't want to fight. You're a giver, and I got giver and friends many times. You allow
Yes.
many people.
Amen.
Yeah, you allow many people into your life. You're a very excellent friend. You're a positive person. Again, I got giver. You actually can train others to be a better person. I don't know if you know that. Your presence, people
No,
appreciate your presence.
I think that's my mission in life.
Well, you're doing it. Now, this is not something that just happened to you. You have been able to create since you were a child. You always had a good vibe. You always had a great spirit. And I saw lots of colors around you. And again, I heard friends. And then I also heard that angels, and I sense angels surrounding you. You have a very
I'm an angel. I am an angel.
yeah. Well, you have a very spiritual, not even a side. It's just your
I
being, your spirit is very
I am.
spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been sent here. People don't believe me, but it's okay. I'm concrete knowing that.
Right. Well, you
I'm
do
here to
know that
alter
because
and
that's
change people positively and
you do.
and be a motivator.
You are. You're a
I
giver
know.
too. You're
Yes,
very
big giver.
you are a big giver. And I'm glad you came here tonight because your energy is really contagious. It's positive.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the
it is.
highest.
It's
That's very high compliment, honestly, because that's my
well,
achievement in life, to make others realize that life is great. Love yourself. There's so much turmoil and stress and toxicity. You just have to navigate through it.
definitely.
Like, I'm going through so much health issues nobody knows.
Oh, I'm so
um
sorry.
yeah, nobody realizes, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll get through it. What I'm
What's
supposed to do.
what's interesting, Laura, I have to also honor your energy. I love your energy. I love what you bring forth, you know, when you're speaking to us. I think that's great. I want to talk to you a little bit. Mary, are you still going? Are
No,
you
I'm good.
okay?
It
I
was,
want to talk to you a little bit
yeah.
about like just healing energy frequencies, like looking at like non-traditional healing. Wow. I'm gonna flip my phone around the other way. Wait, I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm
Michael, I
going
love
old
that.
school. There we go. I'm going old school, and I'm gonna have it vertical instead of horizontal. That's so weird. My phone keeps on flipping. The energy is very powerful, but no, I want to talk about like non-traditional healing modalities for you. I don't know why. Energy healing, different types of energetic practice. If you're not already doing that, I think you would benefit greatly from it.
Thank
And
you.
the interesting thing Um, Health. So I don't. I'm just gonna. Is it okay if I read your energy still, and we talk a little bit about how
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
do we have anyone
Sure.
else waiting in the wings, Mary, for readings,
No,
or we
because
can
when
go a
you
little bit?
have
Okay.
no,
All right.
because
Cool.
when you have two other people, they can't get in.
Okay. Okay. So Laura, let me talk. I'm not sure what's going on as far, but are they still trying to figure out what's going on with you? Like, is there blood work being done? Are they seeing like
Constant.
certain? Okay. I, I feel like I'm drawn when I'm focusing on your energy now. Again, disclaimer: I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical practitioner, but
Right.
when in your energy, certain things are coming to me. I feel like I have some kind of toxicity. I would definitely look in the blood. I would definitely look at. So when I see this, I'm almost seeing like I'll give you an example. I saw this with somebody else, and they were working on an old Victorian house, and they couldn't diagnose the husband's medical condition
Yeah.
until I started seeing old lead. I started seeing lead, like I started seeing like contamination in the blood, and it ended up being lead poisoning from them sanding old woodwork and restoring an old Victorian house. I feel like there's something similar. I feel like you need to detox. I would definitely look into potentially either like eating really clean, fasting, different. I want to look at things more holistically with you. I want to look at potentially like detoxing liver, kidneys. I don't know why B vitamin something. Are you? Is there like vitamin deficiencies, B and D vitamin
No, but what
deficiencies
about
going
B
on?
cells? B cells in
Mm,
my blood. B
okay,
cells.
I'm not sure about that, but I can tell you that's I feel like I'm detoxing the blood. So I'll definitely say I see healing in you. I feel like it's just going to be uncovering. I don't necessarily know if like where they're diagnosing you is going to lead to gonna lead to an outcome where they can truly see what the underlying problem is. I'm almost being drawn to someone in functional medicine that's using non-traditional medicine and non-traditional means coming together and looking at the whole body versus looking at parts of the body or just a segment of the body to try to diagnose you. Like I feel like there's a bigger picture that's being overlooked. Um,
Well, I have a lot of health issues that I've been diagnosed many, many years ago with. And the toxicity you're referencing is
yes.
probably the infusions I receive on a
Mm,
monthly basis, the toxic medications I'm on that I hate.
okay. Okay. Okay.
And I fought it and I fought it and I fought it, and it got me nowhere. It only made me sicker. So I had
Mm,
to succumb to that and fill my body with chemotherapy and infusions. And that's what you're saying, the B vitamin B. It's
okay.
regarding my B cells that are
Okay.
affected
So that's what I'm seeing. Okay.
because I
So
eat very well
yeah.
just to
So yeah. Okay.
combat that, you know?
Okay, excellent then. So you're definitely in the right mindset and moving forward in the right way. I would look into seeing what you could do as far as detoxing or cleansing kidney and liver, even if it's something you do like after treatment, a couple days. If there's something else or a supplement that wouldn't counteract that, or look at something that you can do to just. I feel like I need to cleanse liver, kidneys, and I feel like it's going to put your body in more of a homeostasis kind of like this healing cycle. But I want to talk about sound also. I don't know what sound frequencies in particular would help, but I would definitely start looking into what you're dealing with, what your particular ailment is, and start looking at certain sound frequencies. And I don't know why the Rife machine, I don't know if you're familiar with the Rife machines, and they utilize frequency and sound waves and different things into the body. For some reason that's coming to me, and I'm seeing healing around that, you utilizing that for
Nice.
healing. So yeah, so
Okay.
look into that and just
I
see,
will.
see if it makes sense to you. But I do believe there's something there. Like I would definitely say get a second opinion or try to find a functional doctor that looks at traditional and non-traditional healing modalities and maybe they can see some other underlying stuff that's kind of out of whack, and try to allow your body to get into more of an alignment, because I do feel like there's healing there, but I just feel like it hasn't been uncovered yet, because either the testing isn't picking it up, or the doctors aren't looking at like the whole body health, and they're looking at just parts, and they're not seeing how certain things are lining up that could say, hey, this, this type of treatment or this type of underlying issue could be approached in this way. So that's why, for some reason, I'm being drawn to functional medicine, a functional medical doctor.
Okay. I have seen
So
one
you
before,
have,
but
okay.
very costly. Nothing's covered. So it's a
Yeah.
deterrent.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah. Okay.
deterrent. And I
Okay.
know it's your body and do this and that, but everything's within reason and limits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because you have to
Absolutely.
live life as
Absolutely.
well.
Oh, absolutely. And I think you got a great energy, and your mindset, I think
Yes.
is phenomenal. So I
It's
I
all
commend
about
you.
being
Yeah, yeah.
positive.
Oh,
It's mind
absolutely.
over matter.
Oh, it is. It is.
And
Absolutely.
I've had malignant cancer, let me tell you. So I know
Mm,
from
okay.
experience what I'm talking about. It's very
Well,
important to stay concrete
yeah,
and
absolutely. But I
firm.
can tell you, in your energy field, I just I almost feel as if they can go a little deeper dive in there, I feel like something else could be uncovered that would lead to your healing. So I don't know. Yeah.
Hey,
There,
Michael,
yes.
I dictate to them what they need to do.
Oh, good,
And
good. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hmm.
9 out of my 10 physicians
Hmm.
honor what I say.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay. All right. So then,
If they don't, they go right bye-bye to the
all
curb.
right. So then I guess, I mean, I'm just kind of validating then your mindset and where you're at and how you're
I'm
approaching this.
very
You're
in tune
approaching
with my
this in the
body
right
and my
way.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
No,
special
that's
person. Totally special.
You
well,
are.
that's why you're navigating this in the best way possible, because
I
you're
love
approaching it
myself.
that way.
Love myself.
Absolutely. But look
Yeah.
look into the Rife machine, or like frequency, sound
How do you
Even
frequency.
spell that?
I believe it's
RIFE.
RIFE. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, have you ever had a
Oh, the crystal bowl, the
Buddhist,
quartz. Yeah, the quartz
a
crystal bowl
Buddhist
session.
singing
Yeah.
bowl, and you do this?
I
Because that,
attend singing bowls
Oh, okay.
occasionally.
okay, because I'm going to tell you, because I agree with what Michael's saying. So I, not to make it about me, but I had a near-death experience, and it affected my vocal cords and my breathing and my speech. So I had to go to speech for 6 years, and I changed my voice. But part of the technique we were doing was chanting, and I realize now that the chanting was actually sending the vibration through my whole body, and that kept me actually really well for a long time. So I know that vibration really affects you. So that's why Michael's saying the Rife machine, which is a vibration machine. You hold the two pieces. Also, you can stand on one of these, it's like a platform, and it will give off a certain vibration, because what it does is it realigns your body
Balance.
cells. Pardon me?
Balances your chakras
Right.
and
Yes,
whatnot.
yes, yes. So that also the singing bowl, just like having that around and doing that all the time, all of that will help. All the holistic modalities will help you.
Yeah.
So what I sense for you, um, for me, I sense there's something that's not from this present lifetime. I'm getting it from a past lifetime. And I
Yeah.
agree with what Michael's saying about your energy field, and it's just not determined, but there's something from your past that's not about you here in this present. If that makes sense. So
Wait, that's
Might be
food for thought.
might be
how,
time to go
how,
through a past life regression.
there's
See
definitely
what
something
unfolds,
from
right?
your past life.
Well, I've been regressed 4 times. I'm AKA
Cool.
Lala from last week.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Okay, what's up,
AKA
Lala?
Lala. Oh, okay. You're Lala. Okay, so
Yes.
Very cool.
Kelly.
So
Kelly?
I was regressed 4 times.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
What
I do
did they say?
identify with what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. So then there could be something there. We could be connecting the
It has to
dots.
be
We could be seeing
released.
that
It has to
energetic
be
connection.
released. There's
Yeah.
turmoil from the past, a past lifetime that has to be released. And
Yeah.
and
Release me.
it
Mary
you have
Amy,
to have-
release it.
well, I have to do a clearing then. So it's like a healing clearing. And when you were talking, I was thinking I need to do this for this woman. So we can talk about that if you want to
Well,
message me.
I have an appointment with actually the one and only Michael Edley.
We do.
Do you
There
know
we
him?
go.
Oh,
Do
him
you
right
know
here?
Michael Edley?
I think I heard of that guy. I think I
Perfect.
heard of him before.
Okay,
I will
good.
be seeing
Cool.
you
So
Monday.
we're doing a session then. So all right.
Yes.
All right. So we'll work in some healing meditation and some of this stuff then into your session. So I look forward to it.
I do too. Let's pray to God that I'm good for Monday.
Oh yeah, you will be.
Okay.
You will be.
All right.
All right,
Well,
my
Laura,
sweet.
thank you so
appreciate that you
much.
joined us tonight.
Yes.
All right,
Thank
my
you.
sweet new friends.
Yes.
I will speak with you soon.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I look forward to seeing you in our session then, Laura. Thank you so much for being here, a part of Two Psychics podcast.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Thank you. Bye.
How do you hang up?
Well, that was so great. I think that was very interesting. The whole
Yeah, we were going for a while too. How long were we going already tonight? Wow, that
well,
was
now so yeah, we're gonna have to go soon.
yeah, that was good. That was good.
We're gonna have to go soon. This was
I thought we were
great.
going to be doing mini readings. We had two pretty nice in-depth readings there, and it's
Yeah, that was great.
good.
That was nice. I really liked that. That was, and it was very different. Both energies were so different.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's remind everyone. So today was our last podcast for 2025. We're going into 2026,
Yes.
and we're at it 2 years in 2026. We've been doing this, and we have 77 podcasts. I want to remind everybody that you can meet me in person in Pelham Manor at the Manor Club. I'm doing psychic readings Saturday and Sunday, starting at 10 o'clock. And Michael, what do you want to promote anything?
I have let's see. So I opened up some additional readings, in-person private readings for December. So I have, I think, 2 spots still available for Sunday the 14th or Monday the 15th. So if you would like to get in touch with me to get scheduled for an in-person reading. I mean, I'm still doing Zoom stuff. I have a couple spots open for Zoom between now and the end of the year also, but for in-person, the 14th and 15th, that's the last in-person readings for this year. I am booking out for 26. I think right now I'm booking out for March, April right now. So we do have 26 open. So if you've been on my waiting list, definitely get in touch with me. If you hadn't received an email, I think I sent out everyone that was on the waiting list emails. If not, then definitely go to my website, eyeofthespirits.com, message me, and we'll get you scheduled. If you're looking for a gift certificate for the holiday, I am doing gift certificates. I am honoring my 2025 pricing for any gift certificates that you buy for private readings, group readings, whatever you want. So you can reach out to me and get a gift certificate for the holidays. If you are looking for some meditation music, yes, Divine Journey of a Mystic Soul, my meditation album, streaming on all platforms. Follow us. We want you to like and follow. The more you like and follow our Two Psychics podcast on Facebook or any social media, it will definitely help us with the algorithms. It will help you get notified to see what we have going on. But we have MaryAmyOfficial.com, eyeofthespirits.com. You can check out Two Psychics podcast on Facebook, Eye of the Spirits with Michael Edley on Facebook, Mary Amy on Facebook, and you can
find, if you're looking for a gift for the holidays,
yeah.
I have 3 books. I have a children's book, Earthly and the Gemstones. You can get a dream journal. You can put in 100 entries and keep track of your sleeping dreams, or you can get my, I guess it's like a little, it's a little book about light and how bringing light into your life. And it's called The White Light Prophecies. It's 7 prophecies to a better personal existence. And I'm really grateful that everyone has been joining us and watching us and listening to us.
Yeah.
You can listen to us on Spreaker and Spotify and Apple and iTunes, and you can watch us on YouTube and Rumble. And we would love to do more psychic readings. If you want to join us in the new year, you can privately or on the show. You can put comments. We've got another comment. Let's see what this is. Oh, yes, and happy holidays. Suzanne saying Merry Christmas, Happy New
Oh,
Year.
thank
I
you,
will
Suzanne.
continue
Have
to
a great
follow
holiday,
you.
great New Year. Thank you so much.
And I'm very grateful to all the messages tonight from Kevin and Suzanne and Anastasia and to our psychic readers or
Yes, we want to
sitters,
thank
Maria and Laura.
Yes,
Lala, thank you
much
so
for joining
much.
us.
Oh, and here's someone, Lily Jones. I remember you from Blog Talk Radio. Who's this?
Yes, Blog Talk. That was our first platform we
Lily
were on.
Jones. Oh, well, thank you for joining us. I hope you
Glad you
continue to
found us here.
follow us. Wow, there's someone. Yes, we had Blog Talk Radio first.
Yes, that was the original platform.
That was the original platform in 2024, and it was only a radio show. And now here we are. We do video.
Yeah.
And everyone out there, I suggest you get some polished stones. I swear by them.
Get your gemstones.
Get your gemstones. So everyone, you have a wonderful holiday. We're wishing you well, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Two Psychics Podcast, and we will see you next year, 2026. Let's make it a great year. Thank you, Mary Amy.
Bye, Michael. I'll talk to you soon. Hi to Michelle. Be well. Bye.